A four-time Canadian Screen Award nominee director, Alicia K. Harris, has films that have garnered international attention. Here's a look at her latest project. On a Sunday at 11, explores the reality of growing up as a Black girl in a world where you're made to believe that Eurocentric features are the beauty standard. This film is told through the perspective of a ballerina. And this morning, Alicia joins me in studio to tell me more about it. Great to have you in.
Thanks for having me.
The film is beautiful. It really is. It's just over 8 minutes in running time. There's a few different ways that you could have told this story, but you chose the lens of a young girl walking into a ballet class. Why did you choose that perspective?
I chose that perspective because I was that young girl walking into my ballet class many, many years ago, and I was the only Black girl in the room. And it was just a very isolating experience. I didn't feel like there was any extra care given to me, and I didn't really feel like I fit in. And that was definitely one of the reasons why I didn't pursue it. And in making this film, I just really wanted ballet to represent one of the many institutions where Black women haven't always been super welcomed.
The film is full of really powerful images. There's this one shot where we see our main character, Angel, and she's in the store and she's staring at just this line of boxes of different hair products. But one in particular is Relaxer, and it's with straight hair on it. You see it right here. There are so many powerful moments of symbolism throughout the film. What other things will viewers see when they watch this that you want them to remember and walk away with?
Yeah, the film, I really wanted the film to show what Black women and girls are inundated with, especially at a young age, which is a lot of images, not necessarily of themselves being celebrated. You know, you see like the Eurocentric beauty standard basically being celebrated continuously. And I want Black girls to look at this, and I want it to kind of have the Simone Biles effect. I want Black girls to see the Black ballerinas that we're going to be celebrating in this film and become ballerinas themselves and take up space where we haven't always been.
Take up space just as they are, without changing any part of them, without thinking that they have to fit some different mold that isn't just them. The creative team behind this film was made up of mainly Black women. What was that energy like on set and behind the scenes as this film was being prepared?
It was a vibe. It was a vibe, yeah. The energy was magical. Like, what I want people to take away from it is to feel empowered. And it felt really great to feel that already happening on set. You know, like we had like our elders all dressed up, basically like royalty, and just to kind of see these older Black women who haven't been celebrated in that way, dressed up in these very elaborate gowns, like you're gonna see them.
Oh yeah.
It was really special to feel like the effect of the film was already happening while we were making it.
This scene in particular, when you watch this back, what do you think that little girl is saying to herself in that moment?
I hope she's saying, I'm a queen.
I'm a queen, that right there. Listen, you have an incredible background. As a filmmaker, your short film, Pick, won a Canadian Screen Award for Best Live Action Short. When you share these films within the world, within your community, but the entire world itself, what has been the response that you've received from people who've watched what you put on screen?
I mean, the main response that I get from Black women is that they really relate to the work. And every time I share something, I always get those DMs that are like, I haven't seen something like this before, but you've captured an experience that I've had. And it always feels nice when, you know, you think you're writing something that's very niche and specific to you, but there's so many people like beyond Canada that it reaches. You know, specifically with my film Pick, I heard from a teacher in Sweden that randomly DM'd me and was like, hey, like I just showed my film to my class. And, you know, there were some Black girls in the room that had already seen it. And to know that, like, you know, to me, this is a very, like, Black Canadian specific experience that I'm having, but there's Black girls all over the world that feel the same and can relate. It really empowers me to keep going.
I heard a line once where someone said, if you're feeling it, it means someone else is too. And so your experience clearly is a very worldwide experience, and these stories are needed and they need to be spotlighted and highlighted. What's next for you? What's your next project?
Well, I actually have a show that I pilot directed and co-EP'd coming out on Amazon Video on October 15th. It's called Beyond Black Beauty. And I am working on writing a feature film right now, which will just be an extension of all my short films to date, Black girl magic on screen.
That's amazing. And the press for this film is not done. When can people, for this project specifically, on a Sunday at 11, when can they see it?
It's going to be premiering at TIFF Monday at 6:45 p.m. at Scotiabank Theatre.
That's very exciting. Alicia, thanks so much for being here, and
Thanks for
congratulations.
having me. Thank you.
Coming up here on the show, we have so much more for you. As we mentioned, on Sunday at 11 is screening at the Scotiabank Theatre in Toronto on September 9th and September 13th. We'll be right back. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.